Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 or part 2 of the My Driver Career Mode or the Creator Driver Career Mode here on F125. Following the career of John Johnson here. Today is episode 2 for Monaco as we just get a snap of oversteer there heading into the first turn, and that's going to cost us dearly heading into qualifying here, as fortunately they give us a very full tank. For some reason I can't change the fuel level, so that enables me to go multiple back-to-back quali laps, which is quite nice. Unfortunately the tires do wear out, but that is nice that I can do that as we go to the end of the lap here.
We've dropped
We do
to
have
P11.
plenty of time, 19 seconds left. Not very many people are really on track as we set a time, and we are still P11. Such a full race. So we get a snap of oversteer again, but it's not nearly as bad as the last one. Already 2/10 up on our time. Racing up the gears, climbing up the hill, and now we will go to the end of this lap, almost up over a second up on our time as we go to last turn of Monaco, and we run to the line. What time will it be here? It will be enough for P10 at 1:20.9. We go to the end of the third lap, purple middle sector. We are up 5/10, and it looks like it might even be climbing more still. Heading to the line, we get to the line. Let's see exactly what time we'll be. We'll be up to P6, so 1:20.4. Lovely to see that, as we are gaining even more delta time. We're getting even more positive delta time. Love to see it, and honestly, I'm just glad that we can put in so many good, clean, consistent laps, because Monaco for me has been in F1. I feel like it's one of the few places where I feel like I'm faster in F1 than in F2. Well, of course, you're obviously gonna be faster in F1, but in terms of difficulty wise, I feel like in F1, historically the best difficulty for me is 85. But now it's going up to 90 or 95, because I think F125 I'm just getting better at it. But in F2 I think I can race 95 AF pretty well, actually. Anyways, as we go to the end of the lap, just going up for P1. So that is lovely to see that I'm still relatively fast in F2.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
In F1, I will be raising the difficulty in both the series, don't worry, as we do get P2 because we are in Group B, which is unfortunate. But it's a 1:19.7. It's almost 2/10 clear of P2. Bortoleto in P6. Or not P2, P4. Bortoleto in P6 as we go to Paul Aaron. He's the one who set the fastest lap, 119.5, and we set a 119.7. So 2/10 off. I don't know if we could have found those 2/10. Maybe we could have. It would have been kind of nice to know. Since we're Group B, it would have been nice to know Group A's results, so I could have gone out again. But it is what it is. I think that's how it works, but it is what it is. Let's go to the sprint race and see what we can do there.
It's strange to consider, but this 2.1 mile lap will take the drivers here around almost an entire country. 19 corners, but not that many opportunities for overtaking. Instead, this is a track that rewards technical skill. In the commentary box, I'm Alex Jakes. Alex Brundle is alongside me, and now we've had sprints for years in Formula 2, but with a shorter race, how does that change your driving style?
You go for a little more, a little earlier, using a bit more of that harder compound of the two tyres available per weekend in Formula 2 to try to steal a march. And equally, if you have a bit of a bump, not so much of an issue. You're going to have another go tomorrow.
Okay, you know this, but this track needs a lot of downforce, and as such, we're not going to have quite the same top speed as other circuits. The good news, though, is that it's going to make our DRS even more powerful. So try to make the most of it in the race and quali if you can.
So as we go to our strategy, I figure just match the AI and go with that super soft compound instead of going with the soft. Just because I figure if we can get a good jump off the line and just manage tires, because it is Monaco. very hard to pass. Excuse me, through Monaco as we go to the end of formation lap. Didn't quite get all the tires warmed up, but more than I do sometimes.
Okay, incredible parking there, nice one. That's going to give you the edge if you can get
John
good
Johnson,
launch as the race starts.
Anyways, we are P9
Okay, so that's the
in this
rest of the
sprint
grid
race. Let's
forming
see
up now.
what
Be
we can
patient
get
and watch for those lights.
exactly here. A lot of options. Maybe we can climb up the points. We'll see here in Monaco as we go to the little bright red lights, and it is lights out, and away we go for the Monaco sprint race. And oh no, we can't quite get into gear, and we're already falling down massively, and we're already down to P13 from P9. But we dive it down the inside, try to get down the inside of Colapinto, but he gives us a little nudge, and we're going side by side through this section, which is absolutely beautiful to see. Anyways, as we jump to later on in lap 1, we tried to get around Colapinto and Vachor, our driver in the My Team career. We hit our front wing a little bit. We don't manage to do anything, and we almost get overtaken by Cordeal, or whatever you call his name. So that was not a good idea. We actually ended up losing some minor damage overtake there, and we do have minor damage. So very unfortunate. We're going to really have to pull it together to get some points, and we're just trying to get the car stopped there, locking up both tires, extreme lock actually. Anyways, we're now trying to chase after Bortoleto here on lap 1, which is going to be very unfortunate for our race if we can't catch up to him. And on that curve, you can take a ton of curve there without getting a corner cut on, because I have the normal corner cutting on and not the extreme, so it's very. Maybe I should turn that off on places like Monaco. I don't know.
Okay,
but it's lovely to see
let's try and move forward.
that the AI are really starting to actually race us there. Unfortunately, that is our fault that we didn't get into gear. Anyways, let's go to the start. Let's see Antonelli. Yeah, absolutely got just beautiful start from him. And Bortoleto, Hadjar Bortoleto. So the top 3, obviously in F1 in real life, and Hadjar just all over the back of Antonelli, just trying to get past him. But obviously, as we know, in Monaco, pace matters only in qualifying, really, if we're being completely honest. I mean, it matters a bit in the race, but it really matters most in qualifying. As we go to the famous hairpin, and this is really good passing opportunity for some people, as you can see me trying to go around the outside there, and that ended up not working, as you saw from earlier. But yes, it looks like it's going to be the top 2 really fighting each other. Maybe Bortoleto maybe getting some action as well, as they're kind of cleared themselves a little bit away from other cars. Not exactly, but great start for Antonelli. Hadjar obviously trying his best to win this sprint race, as neither of them had the best start to the championship as they would have hoped, as I believe that both of them finished in below P5 in both the sprint and regular feature race last week in Jeddah. As I'm only doing 8 races instead of the regular 14, as we go to lap 2, it's a middle purple sector, so a purple middle sector, sorry. And we are now trying to catch up. We're sliding all over the back, locking the front right tire, as we're sliding all over the back of Bortoleto. So let's see, or Colapinto. So hopefully we can see if we can catch up to him sooner rather than later, as we go to Hadjar and Antonelli and Bortoleto. I mean, I guess now the other cars behind have kind of caught up to Antonelli and Hadjar, so maybe they were fighting in between. I'm not exactly sure, but hopefully it's gonna be a fun fight, because we kind of want to see those kind of actions from the AI. It's lovely to see that, as it's one of my favorite views going through a swimming pool. It is one of my favorite views to see, really. And we will go later to ourselves here shortly, but focusing on just trying to get a big broad aspect of kind of what everybody's doing in this race. As you can see, for sure, our teammate running in the points, not our teammate in F2, our teammate from the My Team career mode. Oh, look at that sliding from the AI. So lovely to see them make those little tiny mistakes, nearly costing them the race. That's lovely to see. As we're all over the back of Colapinto, we're trying to get past, but we just won't be able to as we go to lap 4. Not Bortoleto, Colapinto. Oh, wow, goodness gracious, I can't believe we're going Bortoleto. We have been trying to pass him for a while now, but he's starting to pull away here on lap 4, and we locked the tires, almost run into the wall there. And so we're honestly just trying to honestly, P11 or P10 is really the highest that I think we can manage, because passing once looks like it's going to be hard enough, let alone 2 times. So I doubt a points finish will really be on the cards here, but we can try our best, can't we? Anyways, the funny thing about F2 is the car setups are pretty hard for me to get right, because I don't really like the base setups in F1 in general, as this is my favorite anyway. It really gives a good idea of the speed. Anyways, I really just don't like some of the setup, so it was kind of hard for me to set up the F2 setup, because I didn't know exactly what I was doing compared to F1,
Okay,
and
mate,
so it's
we're
kind of
going
hard for
through
me. So
fuel
that, maybe
quicker
that's
than
why
we
we're a
need
bit
to,
slower.
so please let's
That
ease
could be a
off and
very
make it
real
last.
possibility. Anyways, as we go on to lap 5, we are absolutely just got gapped by Colapinto, and we are forming a huge train behind us. Look at that train. So we really need to pick up the space. As you can see, Antonelli and Hajar kind of separating themselves. But we are really quite a bit behind Colapinto, as we do get a warning for corner cutting. So that's very important, because in Monaco, there's a couple places like here and through the hairpin, or yeah, where it is rather hard it's rather easy, sorry, to get corner cutting if you're not careful. So that's very important. That's very disappointing that we did get the corner cutting, because we could very well see ourselves getting a penalty as we go to the end of lap, or the beginning of lap 7. We've closed up to Colapinto a little bit, but at this point, I'm really going to need to push right here. Otherwise, I will not be able to pass Colapinto at all. Not that it really matters, but it is what it is. As we lock up the front right, I think, a little bit again, which has just been a kind of a thing going into that corner specifically. And we just keep it just out of the barriers going through the famous hairpin. And we just try to keep the car on the track. I mean, not in the walls. There we go. We're just trying to keep the car not in the walls, because Monaco is one of the hardest places to do so, as we know, and it is very difficult. I'm trying to do that and keep up with Colapinto on very worn tires, and so we will see. We'll see. There's only 2 laps left, and we're not really closing a whole lot. As you can see there, we're still 1.7 back. Anyways, focus to the front. Antonelli and Hajar, 3.5 seconds clear of everybody else. So it looks like Antonelli and Hajar have been fighting pretty much the whole way. Unfortunately, I didn't get the best views of. I didn't get the most views of them the whole time, unfortunately, on the replay. But it is what it is. As we were just honestly trying to defend a little bit, because I don't think that 2-second gap is going to be coming down anytime soon, as we completely cut the curve there. But I believe we kept the front right on the track pretty much the whole time. So I don't think it is track limits. So that is all good. As we go to the end of lap 1, we got a little bit of front wing damage at the beginning of this first lap, this last lap. Sorry, but it's okay, because we just need to defend, as we're already 5 seconds, nearly 6 clear of Bortoleto. So we Antonelli, goodness gracious, Colapinto, sorry. Anyways, as we go to the end of the lap, Antonelli, in fact, did win the sprint race, and we run to the line for P12. Disappointing in the sprint race.
Over. Take care of the car on the way
but
in.
we can see what we'll do in the next race, so hopefully we can improve. But great job for Antonelli. Let's go to the podium celebration for the sprint race.
He has done it again! Andrea Kimi Antonelli takes the checkered flag.
It might not be the same points as the feature race, but it is the same podium, and they get to wave at the fans from it.
It looks like it's time to start the party. The drivers making their way to the podium. You can see it on their faces. It's joy, and another win for Prema today.
Anyway, so we go to the end of that podium celebration. Antonelli picking up the 11 points. Paul Aaron, obviously, he didn't score in the sprint race, but he did get points for pole, which is lovely to see. As Behrman, Antonelli's teammate, just finished inside the points. So kind of a little bit of a difference in the team there going on as Behrman, I believe, finishes 8th and Antonelli finishes P1. So pretty interesting difference there between the teammates. Anyways, let's go to the feature race.
Monaco. Formula 2 has been welcomed back to this most famous of race locations, and the excitement in the air is building as we count down to the start of today's race. The Circuit de Monaco is, for all practical purposes, pretty much unchanged since its 1929 introduction. It's strange to consider, but this 2.1-mile lap will take the drivers here around almost an entire country. 19 corners, but not that many opportunities for overtaking. Instead, this is a track that rewards technical skill. And here are the driver grid positions for today's race. Paul Aaron lines up on pole position, and Johnson completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Behrman, Dirksen, Pepe Marti, Bortoletto, Hauger, Hadjar, Miney, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Barnard, Verschoor, Zane Maloney, Franco Colapinto, Crawford, Cordial, Stanek, Juan Manuel Correa, Martins, Fittipaldi, Villa Gomez, and Ritomo Miata completes the grid. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes, he is Alex Brundle, and we have changeable conditions today, Alex. How does that uncertainty affect the strategy?
There are going to be some quivering hands on the tyre guns, aren't there, when they tighten up what could easily be the wrong specification of tyre completely for the conditions. It's a gamble out there.
Right, this track needs a lot of downforce, so we won't have as much top speed. The good news, though, is that it's going to make our DRS even more effective than normal. Try to make the most of it in the race and quali if you can.
So that is a very interesting message, giving that quali is already over. Anyways, we will choose the super soft strategy, going earlier into the pits as we go to the end of the formation lap. It's interesting, pretty much all the rest of the AI choose soft, and we chose super soft. So hopefully we can get a great launch off the line.
Superb parking there, mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding
we
drivers
shall
as the
see
lights go out.
as we line up as P2
Keep an eye on the lights. The start
Aaron
sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Behind, as Dirksen and Marty line up in P4 and P5 respectively. They said there'd be changeable conditions. I really don't know what they're on about. It said there's gonna be dry the whole time, but we shall see as we wait on those red lights once again, and it is lights out, and away we go for the Monaco feature race in F2 as we get a poor-ish getaway, not the best, as Behrman already comes straight at us as we switch back, jump right over the curb. A little bit of track limits there, but you know. Well, I didn't see anything. The stewards didn't see anything. Did you see anything? I didn't see anything. We were trying to catch Paul Aaron here, got a great getaway, and we are already sliding about, trying to find that traction on these tires that are already still kind of a bit cold. So we're trying to catch up to Paul Aaron here, but he has absolutely smoked us on the getaway, and he's already 1.5 almost seconds ahead. And we're just struggling for rear end grip, as you can see on this opening lap. We're just sliding everywhere, so it is very painful to see. We just can't get that pace down exactly as we want it. But we do get a pretty good getaway on under the tunnel, as we're staying relatively even with Paul Aaron, and we did get a good getaway in comparison to Behrman. Cut the curve a little bit, but it's not enough. It's not a super amount, as we get a pretty good exit heading into Sector 2. I believe that is a purple Sector 2 for us. Anyways, as we go back to lap 1, let's see exactly what we see here. Let's look at this replay here, as it is a great getaway for Paul Aaron. Just an absolute amazing getaway. He absolutely toasts us. And it looks like Marty cooked Dirksen on the getaway as well. I believe that's his name. How you pronounce his name? Bortoleto, I think, got a good getaway as well as Hauger did not get the best getaway, and neither did Antonelli. So that is very unfortunate. Antonelli really dropping down the order. Maybe he had some type of failure or damage. Maybe that's what it is. But I mean, he went ever from I think P7 to 10 or something, as he does get up against. Don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's Bortoleto's teammate. He does repass him, so he's not doing too bad as we go to the tunnel. One of my favorite shots in Monaco, to see the tunnel shot here in lap 1. As you see, we cut a little bit of the curve there. We get a great exit going on Aaron, and let's see what we can do going into lap 2. We're already caught up with him. He has the fastest lap because he started on pole, obviously, and we're just trying to catch up with him as we go to the final sector of Monaco, which is actually an underrated part of Monaco, to be honest. Everybody focuses on those first 2 seconds. I really like the final sector a lot. It's challenging for me. I keep blocking the tires, but we do set the fastest lap, and now we set after as we hit our front wing on Paul Aaron.
Okay,
and I was
be
going
careful with
to
the
be
front
horrible
wing.
for our race.
You've
We
taken
do
some
get
minor
past
damage
in the curve a little bit there. I do believe we kept all the tires on the racetrack, so it is a legal move, but we hit him with the rear end, and now we have front wing damage, which is very unfortunate. As we go to the end, as we go to lap 4, we we've kind of gapped him, Behrman, a bit, as Paul Aaron actually came to the pit. So I think we might have done a little bit of damage on him. So that's very unfortunate. Unfortunately, I don't have the times up, but he must be like quite a ways back. He must be at least 5 seconds back from last. So I feel kind of bad that we kind of ruined his race. To be fair, though, I don't know what he was doing there defensively. Anyways, we go to lap 6.
Don't worry about that target for now.
Pissed off, trying to get the biggest undercut possible. Let's see what kind of stop time it will be. Coming into the pits, it's going to be hopefully a 4-second stop, and yes, it is. It's a 4-second stop. We didn't quite get the best getaway, but still 4 to 4.3-ish because we waited a little bit, so maybe 4.5. I'm still not mad at that, really. Obviously in F1 that's not very good, but for F2 that's a quite good pit stop. I'm not too upset about that, to be honest, as we're just trying to get out there. We crossed the line, but it doesn't matter because we're only going to pit once, so we're fine with 1 warning. As we go to lap 7, we're just trying to set the fastest lap time we can, down in 16. We have a little bit of clean air, but we're just hoping that everybody in front of us, Fittipaldi, everybody there, everybody from, honestly, up to P11, Victor Martin, all of those people, I want all those people to pit because I'm gaining so much time. I came out like 5 seconds behind Villa Gomez, and I'm already like almost on his, I'm almost like 1 second. I'm almost in DRS range. Just thankfully he does pit, but we still have to worry about
okay, Victor's in the pits. Victor is in the pits now.
Everybody's coming into the pits. We're up into P6 already, and now we have to worry about Fittipaldi, as I believe P5, Maeta, I believe he has yet to pit. I think all of them have yet to pit. Yes, he comes into the pit. We almost crashed into him because we were trying to follow him through, but he goes to the pit, so we almost crashed there. As we do have DRS on Fittipaldi now, so now we need Fittipaldi to get out the way, or we're just going to need to send it down the inside of Fittipaldi because we can't have him slowing up this massive undercut that we've had. This is like I don't know, 2-3 lap undercut, and in Monaco, undercut probably works better than most tracks because yes, during the end of an undercut, your tires will be more worn out because they'll be older, but it doesn't really matter because you're in Monaco, and it's pretty easy to defend as we're still all over the back of Fittipaldi's gearbox, and we're honestly trying to, hopefully this is the lap he pits. If this isn't the lap he pits, honestly, what is he doing? As we do have DRS as on Fittipaldi, and yes, he comes into the pit, so I believe this will be for the lead if we cross everybody in the pits. Yes, we pass Dirksen, Joseph Marti, and Ollie Behrman, although they were already behind us. So we are now in P1. Honestly, now we just need to eke that gap out, just keep the tires relatively fresh for the later part of this race, and hopefully it will pay dividends near the end of the race, because honestly we just need to defend. That's honestly what we're just worried about here, is defending, because look at that gap, it's already quite a ways down, and on that super soft tire they're going to be way faster than us too. As you can see going through the swimming pool there, they're already to a second nearly. So that is very disappointing. As, oh my goodness, Marty sends it down the inside and nearly takes us out of the race. And what was he doing? And that was not a smart move there. He could have sent it in pretty much any place except there. Why would he send it there? I did leave a tiny bit of space, but what was he doing as we just slide over the curb there? So that caused, I think I got a little bit of damage from that. I believe he probably got damage as well. So what was he really thinking by sending it there? I mean, he could have sent it around the hairpin. He could have sent it. I mean, I don't really know what he's doing. Look at this replay. What was he doing? I mean, I guess it could be worse, but really, in my opinion, he really could be using our brains a little bit better. To be fair, I would kind of go for the same thing. So I am sounding like the biggest hypocrite as we do get track warning, exceeding track limits warning. But still, from the AI, I just didn't see that coming. And also, like, I didn't leave that much space. I left a little bit, but I didn't leave that much. I was focused on being defending. Now I'm really focused on being defending, because look at Marty and Behrman all over the back of my gearbox just trying to get past me. So I'm really going to need to focus in and focus in knowing that it's Monaco. And a little mistake, even though, yes, it is Monaco, as look at that rear end, just wanted to go sideways. Even though it is Monaco, it is quite easy to defend. We really need to stay focused in defending here, because even if you mess up, you can pay the price for it, even though it is Monaco. So hopefully we can get this job done in defending, as we we have so far for the past like 3 or 4 laps. We have defended quite well. We do take the inside line here, even though no one would really pass around here. But I just decided to go through swimming pool, one of my favorite camera angles, as I've said so many times. I just love seeing the camera angles there, even in F2. In F1 it's the best, but in F2 it's good as well. Anyways, as we won't have DRS, so we're just focused on getting the best exit out of the last turn and trying to optimize our exit. As Marty gets a little bit of a run on us, let's see if he's going to try to make a move. We defend the inside a little bit. He fakes a move to the inside a little bit. He hints at a move to the inside and goes around the outside, as it looks like he's all over the back of us, but it doesn't really matter. And as we go to the last lap of the race, his super soft tires are already completely worn out, compared to our soft tires, which has a lot longer lifespan. So I believe that will be it. That will be the feature race win in Monaco. About 2 seconds clear of Marty, and we cross the line to win the Monaco Grand Prix feature race here in F1 25. Let's go to the podium celebration.
Victory for ART then, after a quality performance.
2 wins in a row, and they're really building a picture, aren't they? The confidence must be building here.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display from team and driver. And after all of that excitement, I think I need to lie down. Thanks for joining us. We will see you when Formula 2 returns.
So it is lovely to see this when we extend our lead in the Drivers' Championship even further. I unfortunately I didn't get quite to see the championship, so I'll have to check in next episode. I'll let you know where we stand in the championship, so y'all could be updated on everything that's going on with that championship. But it's lovely to see. As we can see, you can just see the leaderboard there from the points scoring from that race. Anyways, guys, let me know how you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.